Hi everyone, today I want to talk about international contracts. We've seen quite a few people out there selling international contracts, but also recommending others when it comes to international contracts. And what I'm here to tell you today is there's no such thing as an international contract. By this I mean, yes, you can use a contract that was written under the laws of, say, England and Wales, and you can use it with a client in America, but it just means that that jurisdiction or the law that it's based on is England. People out there are trying to sell you international contracts and saying all you need to do is change the jurisdiction clause or the law essentially around what it's based. So change the England and law clause to America, Australia, France, wherever. No, absolutely, you cannot do that. It does not give you the protection that you deserve. For instance, force majeure, which is act of God, so if a pandemic or something like that happened, doesn't exist in Australia. Look at American law, and I've done a stint in America and worked in law departments over there. America allows you to disclaim from more. Liability is completely different in England than it is in America. We're not as litigation heavy as America will be. And those are just some tiny snippets of why the laws are different and why there is no such thing as an international contract in the context of just being able to change the law on which governs that contract. So if someone tries to sell you an international contract, read the disclaimer, because it's likely there's a disclaimer at the bottom to say that if you make any changes to the contract, they will not be liable, and that in any event, they'd only be liable under the jurisdiction in which they practice. So if you need a contract to work with a US client, absolutely use your virtual assistant contract or your social media contract that was drafted by an English lawyer and it has English jurisdiction, but don't just change that jurisdiction to America because your client asked you to or because you think it works. It doesn't. If you need any help when it comes to business contracts, business law, corporate law, intellectual property, GDPR, or any associated business law, pop us a message and we'd be happy to help. Take care.